Hello, I'm James, and along with my co-DC Jason, today we are going to teach How You Like That by Blackpink. We would like to thank you all for the support we received in our last videos, and we hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget that this video is mirrored, and feel free to adjust the speed in the settings to learn at your own pace. Make sure you stretch before dancing, and I will now pass it over to Jason to begin the tutorial.
Thanks, James. To start the intro, we are going to follow the line Blackpink in your area. At the word black, we are going to bend our arms so our elbows are pointed away from our chest, while our hands are making a triangle near our mouth as if we were shouting something. Next, we are going to keep the same stance, but once we hear the word pink, we are going to quickly bring our elbows down towards our chest, then bring them back up to the original position for the word in your. At the word area, we want to quickly shoot our arms straight up, then slowly bring them down to about a 45-degree angle. Finally, we are going to drop our arms so we stand straight. Next, we will slowly raise our hands by our sides and do a slight head nod. Then, we are going to land our hands on our chest, with our right hand on our upper chest and our left hand slightly above our stomach. Immediately after, we are going to flick our arms outwards, then once again bring our hands back to the same position as before. Next, we're going to slide our hands down our chest, placing them over one another. Finally, we're going to extend our left arm forward while making a fist, and keeping the same pose, we're going to slowly lower our body by slightly bending our knees. Immediately after, we are going to stand back up, and with both hands, we are going to push forward. Once our arms are fully extended, we are going to do a slight flapping motion with our hands. After that, we are going to bring our arms up and make an X shape by placing our left arm in front and our right hand behind. Next, we are going to cross our arms again to point our hands up at a 35-degree angle. After that, we are going to bring our hands down in reverse of the previous move, but now our hands are going to point downwards. Immediately after, we are going to bring our hands up and slowly push outwards towards our side. Once our arms are fully extended, we are going to flip our hands down so our fingers are pointed downwards. Next, we are going to swing our arms down so our arms are crossed over our hips, with our right arm on top and our left arm below. Once the hands are on our hips, we are going to slowly bring them up towards our chest.
Blackpink in your area. 보란 듯이 무너졌어. 바닥을 뚫고 저 치아까지 엊그처럼 잡겠다고 저 높이 두 손을 뻗어봐도 Blackpink in your area. 보란 듯이 무너졌어. 바닥을 뚫고 저 치아까지 엊그처럼 잡겠다고 저 높이 두 손을 뻗어봐도.
For the start of the pre-chorus, we are going to push our hands down our sides 3 times, starting from our stomach and ending at our hip area. During this, we are going to take 2 steps, starting by stepping forward with our left foot, followed by our right. For the third time, rather than pushing down, we are going to cross our arms in front of us, with our right arm over our left. Next, we are going to roll our wrist towards our body to make an X in front of our chest. Immediately afterwards, we are going to move our arms up and then bring them down, making a dome around us. Once our hands have come down, in a fast and sharp motion, we are going to put our left hand on our left shoulder and extend our right arm in front of us. After this pose, we are going to shoot our hands up in a 45-degree angle. Next, we'll hear the line "Kiss you goodbye." For the word "kiss you," with our right hand, we're going to place it on the back of our head, while our left hand is going to blow a kiss. While for the word "goodbye," with both our left and right hand, we're going to push outwards in front of us. After that, we're going to take 3 steps towards our left, starting with our left foot. At the third step, we're going to extend our left leg to pose by putting our right hand on our hip. Immediately after posing, we are going to bend both knees and twist our legs so our knees are pointed towards our right. Then, we're going to twist our legs again to point our knees towards the left. Then once again, we're going to end by pointing our knees towards the right. Right as we finish our third twist, with our right hand, we're going to raise it with the palm facing down. And as we raise our right hand with our left, we're going to wipe across from right to left. Then, with our right hand, we're going to point forward, with our left hand grabbing our inner elbow. Next, we're going to bend our right arm up, still keeping our left hand in the same position. Once our right arm is bent up, we're going to bring our right arm down towards our left arm, and with our left arm, we're going to bend it upwards, now holding up 2 fingers. Finally, once we have 2 fingers up, we are going to quickly bring our left arm back down to our right, then bring it back up, now holding up 3 fingers.
다시 캄캄한 이곳에 light up the sky 네 두 눈을 보며 I kiss you bye 실컷 비웃어라 꼴좋으니까 이젠 너희 하나 둘도 다시 캄캄한 이곳에 light up the sky 네 두 눈을 보며 I kiss you bye 실컷 비웃어라 꼴좋으니까 이젠 너희 하나 둘 셋.
To start the first chorus, we last left off in the pose, holding up 3 fingers. In the song, you'll hear a ticking sound. Once you hear this, we'll want to lean over, briefly putting our weight on our left leg. While doing this, we'll want to twirl our left hand to form a fist, while keeping our right hand in the same position in front of our chest. Once we land, we'll want to bend our left knee. At the second ticking sound we hear, we're going to do a jabbing motion with our right arm, pulling our arm across our chest and poking our elbow outwards. Then, we're going to bring our right hand back to the left side of our chest, which is when we're going to unbend our arm in a diagonal downwards motion. Once our hand is down by our right hip, we are going to hit the air 2 times with our right hand. After hitting the air 2 times with our right hand, with our left hand, we're going to bring it down to hit our left hip. Immediately after hitting our left hip, we're going to bend our left arm up, then back down. Then we're going to circle our hips clockwise 2 times, drawing 2 imaginary circles. Next, we're going to cross our right foot in front of our left, while with our left hand, we're going to point back just as we turn around. We are going to turn so we're not facing entirely backwards, but enough for us to look over our right shoulder. Knowing that when we finish turning, we should be looking over our right shoulder, with our right hand, we're going to hold our left elbow, while our left hand is going to bend up, and we're going to bend our wrist so we can point with our left hand. At this point in the song, we are going to hear dat a total of 8 times. We are going to use these dats as counters for the next set of moves. At the first dat, we are going to twist our wrist so we point in the direction parallel to where we are looking. At the second dat, we are going to point parallel to where our chest is pointed. We are going to repeat this one more time, ending at the 5th dat where our finger is going to point parallel to where we are looking. When we hear the 6th dat, with our legs, we are going to slightly lower our bodies by slightly bending our knees. Finally, for the 7th and 8th dat, we are going to twist our hips upwards for each dat we hear. Immediately after, we are going to throw our hands down towards our sides. While throwing our hands down, we're going to hop up facing backwards. And just as we land, we're going to put our hands on our back just above our hips. At this point, we're going to hear 2 beats in the song. At these 2 beats, we're going to bring our butt upwards, once for each beat we hear. Next, we are going to extend our arms in front of us, with the palms facing upwards. We are going to bring our right hand up towards our eye level, and our left hand slightly below it. Now, we're going to switch the positions of our hands by bringing our right hand down and our left hand up. And while we do this switching, we are going to pivot on our left foot so we can face forward once again. We are going to repeat the same movement once again. By the end of the line, bada bing bada boom boom boom, we're going to end with our left hand below and our right hand above. And we're going to bring our hands inwards 2 times rather than switching, ending by extending our left foot forwards. Just as we are stepping forward with our left leg, we are going to bring our left hand behind our head to touch the right side of our head, while our right is going to quickly brush over our mouth for the end of the word like in the line how you like that. For the next part of the song, we are once again going to hear dat a total of 8 times. At the first dat, with both hands, we are going to raise our arms slightly above our head and point to the left. At the next dat, we are going to point to the right, but this time we are going to slightly lower our hands. We're going to repeat this one more time, ending by pointing towards our right. At the fifth dot, we are going to put our hands slightly above our knees and slightly bend down. While at the sixth dot, we are going to bring our right hand up our thigh and twist our legs so our knee is pointed inwards. At the seventh dot, we are going to untwist our right leg and do the same movement with our left knee. Finally, for the eighth dot, we are once again going to do the same movement with our right knee, but at the end of the word dot, we are going to quickly stand up.
너의 하나 둘셋 how you like that you gon' like that da-da-da-da-da-da-da how you like that how you like that 너의 하나 둘셋 how you like that
After standing up, we are going to take a step towards the left. In the song, we are going to hear Lisa say, "Now." At this point, immediately after hearing Lisa say "now," we are going to bring our hands up towards the side of our neck and flick our hands back. Now for the line, "Look at you, now look at me," we are going to bend our right hand up towards our face, while our left hand is going to be below our right elbow with the palm facing downwards. During this line, we are going to fan ourselves with our right hand. While for our legs, we are first going to step outwards in front with our right foot, followed by our left for the line, "Look at you." For the line, "Look at me," we are going to step back with our left leg at the word "look," and just as the line comes to an end, we're going to step back with our right. After this, we are going to hear an sound. Once we hear this, we are going to bring both our hands up to the side of our heads with the palms facing parallel to where we are facing, and we're going to also bring our legs together. We are going to repeat this 2 more times, but at the third time, we are going to do the same hand movements, but now we're going to slightly bend backwards towards our right hand side and take 3 steps towards our left, starting by stepping out with our left leg, then crossing over with our right, finally ending on our left again. We are now going to hear the line, "How you like that?" During this line, we are going to point forward with our hands alternating from our left hand to right. While with our body, we are going to sweep our chest across from left to right, having our hands follow in front of our chest. Just as the line "How you like that" is ending, we are going to quickly place our left hand on our left hip, while our right hand is going to quickly shoot up and then down. Once we bring our right hand down, we are going to bend both of our arms to the middle of our chest, and we are going to do a pulling motion as if we were pulling a rope from right to left. During this move, we are going to lower ourselves by having our knees slightly bent. We are going to repeat this pulling movement 4 times, and on each new pull, we are going to slightly hop towards our right, allowing us to reposition back to the center. At the end of the 4th pull, we are once again going to do the same pulling movement, but now we are going to bring our hands back and forth in front of our chest 4 times. During this part, we're going to twist both our legs so our knees point inwards, then outwards. Once again, we will hear the line, "How you like that?" During this line, we are going to walk back while doing the same hand movement as before.
Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that?
To start the second rap, we are going to bring our hands above our head and push outwards with our hands. As our hands come down, we're going to put our left hand on our hip and extend our right hand straight out in front of us. Next, we're going to draw 2 circles with our right hand, and as we draw the second circle, we're going to lean our weight onto our right leg to raise our left leg slightly up into the air. After that, we are going to step back down onto our left leg, and as we step onto our left leg, we're going to cross our left arm over our right in front of our face to make an X. Immediately after, we are going to uncross our arms and point our fist upwards beside our head. While we are uncrossing our arms, we're going to bring our right foot back. At this point in the song, we are going to hear 2 beats. At the sound of each beat, we are going to point our elbows forward. After this, we are going to drop our right hand and extend our left arm forward while we point downwards with our left hand. After we point down with our left hand, we're going to bring our left hand down to our hip, while our right hand is going to come back up slightly above our head and press down 2 times. After pressing down 2 times, we are going to step over our right leg with our left foot, so we are facing backwards. During this, we're going to look over our left shoulder. Next, we're going to hear the line, "I'm right back." During this line, we're going to slowly lower our bodies by bending our knees, while our right hand is going to move up the side of our head, and our left hand is going to move up from our thigh to our lower back. Immediately after the line, "I'm right back," we are going to step to our left with our right foot, so we are once again facing forward. And just as we face forward, we are going to quickly pose with our right hand on the back of our head and our left hand on our hip. After posing, we're going to put our hands in front of our chest with the palms facing downwards, and we're going to wiggle our fingers. During this time, we can reposition ourselves back towards the center. Now, for the line, "Plain Jane get hijacked, don't like me," we are going to move our chest in a circle, but stop at the halfway point so our chest is lower towards the ground. While for our arms, with our left arm, we're going to bend it and point our elbow upwards, while our right arm is going to rest down towards our thigh. Now, at this point, we are going to hear 3 beats in the song. At each beat, we're going to quickly bring our left elbow down towards our side, and our right shoulder is going to point upwards. Finally, for the line, "Tell me how you like that," when we hear "Tell me how you," we are going to stand up and spin clockwise, stepping diagonally out with our left foot, followed by our right, so we're facing slightly towards our left. When we finish spinning, we're going to rest our right hand on our hip, while our left hand is going to rest on our thigh. When we hear the first "like that," we are going to tap on our hip 2 times. While for the second "like that," we are going to push our right shoulder forward, then back.
Like that. Your girl need a doll and that's a honey. Pick 중에 백내 몫을 원해. Come on, get some. 나 같지만 어쩔 순 없잖아. What's up? I'm right back. 방금 sweater cock back. Plain Jane get hijacked, don't like me. Then tell me how you like that, like that. Like that. Your girl need a doll and that's a honey. Pick 중에 백내 몫을 원해. Come on, get some. 나 같지만 어쩔 순 없잖아. What's up? I'm right back. 방금 sweater cock back. Plain Jane get hijacked, don't like me. Then tell me how you like that, like that.
I'm now going to pass it over to James to teach the second half of the song.
Starting the second pre-chorus, following Jenny, you're going to swing your right arm to the right while facing your palms down. After extending your arm to the right, you're going to face your palms to the left while bringing your arm towards your left shoulder. Next, on the word shine, with palms facing forward, you're going to bring your left hand up by your chest and bring your right hand up beside your face. Quickly after, on the word like, bring your palms to face towards you and now cross your arms on your chest with your left arm on top of your right arm. At the same time, you want to look up and bend your knees slightly. Next, on the word the, bring your arms towards the sides of your chests and fists. And when you hear Jenny sing stars, you are going to quickly open your fists and close them in a wave starting from your pinky to your thumb. At the same time, you want to move the pressure from your left hip to your right hip while tilting your head towards the right. Next, making sure that your left hand is in front of your right hand, you will make a U shape underneath your chin with your palms facing down. At the same time, you will place your right foot in front of your left foot while tilting your whole body towards the right. Next, you want to place your right foot back to its original spot and move your arms to the left, having your left arm raised by your head and your right arm bent below at your chest. In this position, you will rotate your wrist and make a clockwise circle. Next, on the words kiss you goodbye, you're going to bring your hands together at your mouth and blow a kiss, moving your body towards the right. Then immediately after blowing a kiss, swing both of your arms to the right. While you are doing this, turn your hands into fists. On goodbye, you're going to move your left fist over your head. At the same time, make sure your left knee is bent in front of your right leg. Next, Jisoo starts singing and you want to now straighten your left knee and bend your right knee. At the same time, you will change your hands from fist to open and flat hands. Put your right hand on your mouth and you're going to tap your mouth twice. Then you will now want to face forward while placing your right hand in front of your face, then place your right arm to the right side. Then repeat and do the same with your left hand on the left side. For the second chorus, the beginning is similar to the first. The Hana der set part will be the same, except instead of swiping your right hand across your chest on Hallyu, you're going to swing your right arm straight down beside your right hip and tilt your head towards the right, and on the word that, quickly tilt it back towards the left. The next moves are the same as the first chorus, except instead of swinging your hips on the beat, you're going to bend down, touch your left knee, and then point with your left hand. Then quickly turn around and do the same pointing motions as the first chorus. On the next How You Like That part, you're going to face your body forwards, feet spread apart, and place your arms and fists down by your sides for a quick beat. Then you'll make your hands into pointers and point to the left and then right. While doing this, make sure to lean your body slightly opposite to the direction you are pointing. Next, place your hands on your chest with your left hand on top of your right hand. Then push your hands down and then forward and then above your head. At the same time, make sure to make a wave with your torso and butt. On bada bing bada boom boom boom, you're going to swing your arms and fists in a circular motion towards the right. Then, on each boom, you're going to point to the right, first using your left hand, and then your right, and then your left. At the same time, you want to bump up your chest up and down every time you are pointing. Next, you're going to swing your fists in a circle away from your head. This will be very quick. Then tilt your head to the right, and on how, tap your head with your right inner palm, and on you, tap your head with your left inner palm. At the same time, make sure to bend your back slightly after each tap. Then, with your fingers on each that, tap your head, shoulders, and then hip. And while doing this, you're going to take a step with your left foot to the left, and then your right foot behind your left, and then another step with your left foot, and then a right step to the right. Next, throw your hand in a circle again, away from your body, and tilt your head towards the left while kicking your right foot forward. Then as Rosé sings that, you're going to place your arms forward and move them in small U shapes with a bit of swag. At the same time, swing your hips following the motion of your hands on each that. Starting the second chorus ending, following Lisa, we are going to throw our arms in a very swag and freestyle-like motion 2 times. The first time will be on when she sings Now, and the second time will be on Look at You. Then when she sings Now Look at Me, you're going to want to make a peace sign with your left hand and first point them in front of you and then to your eyes. This move happens fairly quickly. Next, still following Lisa, you're going to wipe your shoulder 3 times to the beat. The first wipe will be done by your right hand on your left shoulder, followed by your left hand on your right shoulder, and ending it with your right hand wiping your left shoulder. Now while doing this move, you want to face your body slightly towards the right, and knees slightly bent. During each wipe, you want to make sure you are bringing your chest forward and back down once your hand is off your shoulder. On the last wipe, you're then going to move your shoulder up and down while moving your arms in a scooping motion going down. Starting with your left shoulder down and your right shoulder up, move them 4 times, ending with your shoulder up and your right shoulder down. Then right away on the words How You Like That, you're going to bend your upper body forward to the left and smoothly bring it towards the right. While doing this, you're going to have your pointer fingers point in front of you below your chin, and begin putting them down on each word, starting with your right pointer finger and following with your left pointer finger. Next, quickly place your hands behind your head and with your knees slightly bent, pop your left knee inwards on the beat. After popping your knee, you're going to straighten your knee and bring your hands flat on your chest while also bringing your chest forward. Then you're going to want to pop your chest backwards and in a circular motion throw your hands and fists in front of you, starting from the right and going to the left. Now following Jennie when she sings Look at You, you're going to want to slide your right hand down the middle of your chest and place your left hand on your hip. And on Now Look at Me, you're going to throw your right hand in a fist above your head 2 times. First time on the word look and the second time on now. Then quickly you're going to repeat the same peace sign move as earlier, but this time with your right hand, first pointing to the front and then to your eyes. Next, bring your hands and fists and bring them to the sides of your chest, and you're going to swing them 4 times, starting with the right and ending on the left. At the same time, you're going to move your knee outwards and inwards 4 times following the beat of your fist swinging. And on How You Like That, we are going to repeat the move of pointing your pointer fingers, but this time, on the last point, you're going to nod your head upwards. Since we are combining both Rosé's part and Jisoo's, we will not be teaching how their feet move, so do not pay attention to the bottom half as each member will be different. Following Rose, you're going to grab your hair behind your head using both hands and slowly bring them higher, and then throw your hands down. Then, following Jisoo, you're going to bend down slightly and brush your right knee with your right hand. Then follow up with both your arms opening away from your head. Next, following Rose, with your hands and fists, open up your arms and create the pose as if you're flexing your biceps. Then place your right hand like you're resting it on a shoulder beside you and place your left hand by your left hip. Next, place your hands facing forward straight by your sides and then flipping your hands, slide your right hand up your left hand going in small increments. Starting the dance break, you will swipe your right hand over your eyebrows and then do the same with your left hand. You will swipe your right hand at the words look up and swipe your left hand at the words in the. Now on the word sky, you're going to want to bring your hands up diagonally, making the shape of a Y. Here your hands are going to be pointing, and while you're pointing, you want to bring your head back to look up while slightly bending your knees. Next, on it's a, you're going to bring your hands flat in front of your mouth, right hand behind your left hand. On bird, following Rose, you're going to look to the left, and while doing this, make sure to keep your hands at your mouth and bend a little bit forward. Next, on plane, look to the right, and this time you will bring your hands towards your sides with palms facing out. Once the beat drops for the dance break, you're going to bring your hands flat fully up to create the shape of a Y. Then keeping your hands up in the air and tilting your head to the right, you're going to take 4 normal steps starting with your left foot and then your right. After, you're going to take smaller and faster steps that will match your hand movement. To start, you're going to place your hands on your thighs and oppositely swipe them up and down. You're going to move your left hand down, up, down, and your right hand up, down, up, while making sure that on the first swipe, you tilt your head towards the right. Next, when you hear Jenny sing Yeah 4 times, you will bring your body slightly towards the right. As well, tilt your head back to the right and clap 4 times, while each time moving your hands up towards your head. Then, you're going to bring your left knee up, and while doing this, open your arms and fists and pop your right shoulder out and left shoulder behind you. You're going to pop your shoulders twice and in between do a little shimmy. And while doing the shimmy, you're going to bring your knee down to reposition. Next, facing forward, you're going to bring your hands together, palms facing inwards in front of your face. And at the same time, take a step with your right foot to the right. Then, you're going to bring your hands to the sides again, and now take a step with your right foot to the left side in front of your left foot. And while taking a step, you're going to quickly turn around and do the same shoulder pop from before on the words, bring out your boss bitch. Next, following Rose, you're going to quickly rest your left hand on your hip and bring your right hand down. The next move will happen quickly, and on the beat, you will swipe 2 times below you and 2 times above your head. The movement that your right hand will be doing is bringing your fingers out 2 times and then in to transition. After the second time swiping in the air, you are then going to bring your hand towards your chest and create a fanning motion while kicking your right leg up. You will then hear Jenny sing Yeah 4 times again, and you're going to want to repeat the same clapping motion from earlier. Next, quickly bring your hands down to your thighs and throw your arms back 3 times in a circle, 1 at a time, starting with your left hand, then your right, and then end with your left. At the same time, you're going to take a step back with the same leg of the hand you are throwing. Lastly, bring your hands flat in front of your face again, and while bending slightly, look towards the left.
To start the second dance break, we are going to have our hands on our heads and we're going to flick our heads up at the line Blackpink. After that, we're going to hop towards our left. With our hands, we're going to touch our left shoulder with our right hand, then followed by touching our right shoulder with our left hand, as our right hand is going to travel down to our right hip. After touching our right hip, we're going to touch our left hip with our left hand, while our right hand is going to travel down to touch our left thigh, which is when our left hand is going to move to our right thigh. Once our hands are on our thighs, we're going to pull our hands up towards our chest, uncrossing our arms at the same time. Afterwards, we're going to push our hands back down to our knees and then pull them back up once again. At this point, we'll hear the line, how you like that. During the portion, how you like, we're going to extend our arms in front of us and point them slightly towards our left. And as we hear the words you like, we're going to move our arms in a U shape, ending so our arms are pointed towards the right. Once we hear the word that, we are once again going to start the same head movement as before, but this time we're going to step forward diagonally with our left foot followed by our right, then we're going to step back with our left foot followed by our right. At the portion where we pull our hands up from our thighs, we are going to face towards our right. Once we are facing our right, we're going to hear the line, you gon' like that. During this, we're going to move our chest forward and backwards in a circular motion as we lower our bodies to end up on our knees. Once we hear that, we should be on our knees, and we're going to bend backwards so we can throw our hands behind us. Next, we're going to lean forward so we land on our hands. Once we land on our hands, we're going to twist our body so our left hand is still on the ground, and we're going to bend our right hand up. Next, we're going to bring our left hand back down to the ground and twist our bodies once again so we're facing backwards. Once we're facing backwards, we're going to extend our left leg out, and with our left hand, we're going to extend it up into the air and point down towards our left foot. After pointing at our left foot, we're going to bend our left foot back. Once our legs are together again, we're going to roll our legs under our body by pushing our hip upward. Next, we're going to move our left hand from our hip to the ground, where we're going to push ourselves up. Once we're sitting on our knees, we're going to bend our right knee up and place both hands on our knee, allowing us to stand up. As we get up, we are going to turn to our left so we are facing backwards. During this part, we are going to look over our left shoulder. As for our hands, we are going to put our right hand on our right hip, while our left hand is going to cover our mouth. And as the song slowly comes to an end, we are going to reveal our mouth by bending our left hand outwards.
Blackpink. Dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum. You gonna like that? Dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum. Blackpink. Dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum. You gonna like that? Dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum. Blackpink in your area. 보란 듯이 무너졌어. 바닥을 뚫고 저 지하까지 엊그처럼 잡겠다고 저 높이 두 손을 뻗어봐도 다시 캄캄한 이곳을 light up the sky. 네 두 눈을 보며 I kiss you bye. 실컷 비웃어라 꼴좋으니까 이젠 너희 하나 둘 셋. How you like that? You gon' like that? Da 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 da. How you like that? How you like that? Da 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 da. Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Your girl need a doll and that's 100. 패키지 중에 100 내 몫을 원해. Come on, get some. 나 같지만 어쩔 순 없잖아. What's up? I'm right back. 방금 sweater cock back. Plain Jane get hijacked. Don't like me, then tell me how you like that, like that. 더 캄캄한 이곳에 shine like the stars. 그 미소를 띠며 I kiss you goodbye. 실컷 비웃어라 꼴좋으니까 이제 너희 하나 둘 셋. How you like 친구처럼 잡겠다고 저 높이 두 손을 뻗어봐도 다시 캄캄한 이곳에 light up the sky 네 두 눈을 보며 I kiss you bye 실컷 비웃어라 꼴좋으니까 이제 너희 하나 둘 셋 How you like that? What's up? I'm right back. 방금 sweater cut back. Plain drink it hijack. Don't like me, then tell me how you like that, like that. 더 캄캄한 이곳에 shine like the stars. 그 미소를 띠며 I kiss you goodbye. 실컷 비웃어라 꼴좋으니까 이제 너희 하나 둘 셋. How you like that?
Thank you so much for watching our How You Like That dance tutorial. Please let us know in the comments below how we can improve and what songs you guys want us to teach next. If you wish to see more videos from KPC, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you wish to receive notifications whenever we post, hit that bell below. We hope to see you next time. Bye!